we turned one long-form video into thousands of short-form viral clips, generating over 50 million views within the space of 2 weeks. And I'm going to be unpacking in this video the exact system in how we done this. So tune into the video. Cool, so yeah, let's dive into exactly how we turned one video into 50 million views in the course of a few weeks. So here's why authenticity beats corporate campaigns every single time. And this is not the video we made viral, but this is just an example of an influencer called Luke Belmar doing a video of him saying something, "I studied, bro." Then this became a huge global meme. And what he was smart enough to do is he paid clippers, like our community of 11,000 clippers, to redistribute this exact video with their own different memes, may have been subtitles or small edits, repurposing this content, generating hundreds of millions of views, where he gained the mindshare of everyone on social media for the duration of that meme. Now, this exact same psychology we should apply not for influencers, but for brands and companies and products. Okay? Let's dive into it. So let's first start why corporate campaigns fail. One, brands always chase polish, and what I mean by that is they will rent studios, they will have the most professional settings for their creatives, and it counteracts what audiences are actually looking for, which is authenticity. Authenticity is what drives interaction, drives engagement, drives everything. Everyone is searching for authenticity, and this is what brands should be aware of. So the content they create should be authentic. It shouldn't feel fake. Okay? So that's why that overproduced feeling ads give with their creatives no longer work. Everyone has tried to go one level up when it comes to production, and what we're seeing is a plateau and pendulum swing of people being over here wanting the professional, high established, high quality content, all the way back to the opposite end of the pendulum, which is authentic, real, organic content. That's why this exact meme was able to generate, I think Luke Belmar said, upwards of 1 billion, not million, 1 billion views in the course of 4 weeks. So the next part on why corporate campaigns fail is attention to connection. So paid ads, which is corporate, will 100% gain you attention. But there is a big differentiation between attention and connection. Connection is what every single brand should be chasing. Connection with their audience member, connection with their consumer, not just attention. Okay? So our content we create needs to be aligned with this. The final point, people need to feel personality. So through the content we showcase of your brand, we should be able to feel some sort of personality. If it's through the creator, through the founder, through the person reviewing the brand or the product or speaking on the roadmap, whatever it may be, they need to feel some sort of personality, not just a static image of a Coca-Cola bottle. Okay? So that's why corporate campaigns fail. And this is why authenticity scales faster than spend. So we mentioned the big difference between attention and connection. Let's now discuss why authenticity grows faster than spending, i.e. spending on ads. So let's look at this case study. It wasn't a fancy video in terms of this guy saying, "I studied, bro." It's just him speaking with a bunch of guys around him. Not a fancy video, yet it gains billions of views. Why? Because people shared it. Because why? Because they felt it. It felt real, it felt organic, so they shared it. You don't need studios, okay? You don't need high production studios to create your content. You need organic. That's what's working in 2025. That's what we're seeing is working after generating hundreds of thousands of clips and generating over 8 billion views this year for brands. So the takeaway, authenticity is the new performance metric which every company, CMO, creative director should be analyzing when discussing their campaign. So just to reiterate how we turned the video we generated 50 million views for, the one video was, this is now explaining to you guys how you can do the exact same. We had a hero video, which is one raw piece of content, 5 or 6 minutes long. We had this hero video. It was filmed with authenticity. So let's use an example. One of our previous clients, hostage tape, mouth tape brand. You put the tape over your mouth when you're sleeping, increase nasal breathing, gives you deeper sleep. As a byproduct, reduces anxiety, quality of life, all these things. We had some very authentic UGC creators create small videos explaining the use case of this product. What we then done with this footage is we gave it to our community of clippers who done clip extraction. So with the video we have created in the hero video, we have begun extracting many clips from this one raw piece of content, and we distributed them across several platforms: YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Instagram Reels, every platform with short form content. We have, as I said, 11,000 clippers who were able to do this process, create them clips and distribute them at scale. That's what allowed us to generate so much views. And what we were able to do after distributing it for the first time to them platforms is look at the performance, look at the metrics, analyze reposts, likes, engagement, shares, all these things, and identify if the hero content we had up here was a winner. Winner meaning, was it a good piece of content which had engagement? Or how did it perform against 5 other videos? What was the winner? Okay, with the winner, for Luke Belmar in this example, this was the winner. This was his content which was the winner. When you find the winner, then you aggressively scale with a community like us. So we have 11,000 clippers. Then we aggressively get these guys to create as much videos and as much edits around that content as possible because we know it's a winner. That's how we can dictate the growth we want to get. And the beauty of this strategy with clipping is you get a viral ripple effect. So 50 million total organic views from one video does not just dictate, or does not just, let's say, make the equivalent of 50 million views, but also these videos will continue getting views for the next 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 1 year. They stay online forever. And I recommend you, when you're on short form content on your phone scrolling on Instagram, look at the date in which content was posted. Sometimes you'll find content which was posted 1 year ago. So yeah, they hold longevity on these platforms. And as I said, for our client, we were able to generate, this is wrong, it's actually thousands of micro clips on these platforms for our client. We earned media mentions, i.e. because the clip was going viral, we earned media attention. So other companies who are not inside our community of 11,000 clippers also seen the content because it was on the algorithm so much and it was getting so much views that they also began to post it. So again, sorry, really bad square. This 50 million views is totally incorrect. It was drastically higher than 50 million views. Drastically higher. So yeah, that's the ripple effect of running content through clipping. So just to reiterate this final point before we close up the video, authenticity is the new algorithm. When your brand is creating content, focus on authentic content which is going to resonate with your community. Okay? Don't hope that it resonates, but dictate that it resonates. So instead of hoping that you post once and it catches, the algorithm and goes viral, begin to dictate that. Take control of that. Work with a community of clippers. As I said, we have 11,000 clippers. Work with a community of clippers and dictate how much videos they're going to create on your brand so you can decide how much you want to grow. Okay? Few final points. One real moment can outperform $1 million ad. So this video did not cost $1 million to create, yet it outperformed $1 million ads. Why? Authentic. So start building your gallery of authentic content, and then you can leverage all the winners to a community like ours with 11,000 clippers and we can repurpose and distribute your content at scale endlessly. So if you're a brand or a founder and you want to run a clipping campaign, you want to generate millions of views through thousands and thousands of accounts on your brand, in the description of this video, you will see access to our website where we can go on a totally free strategy and consultation call with myself and my CMO, Evan, discussing an exact strategy for your brand to achieve the goals you guys are trying to achieve. No cost, no strings attached, just a free call. And if you do want to work with us in our community of 11,000 clippers, we can also discuss that on a call. We work on a CPM basis, cost per 1,000 views, so you purely only pay for the views we generate for your brand, nothing else. So if you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you can give it a like rating, leave a comment, and subscribe. If not, all is good. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.